Hello, Mechwarriors. Today I've got two builds on the Nova Cat that I think you should see. These are two builds that I run quite frequently, and I'm actually very satisfied with these builds. They're very different from each other. One of them has LRMs with NARC, or as I like to refer to it, as free Wi-Fi. And then the other one is just straight ATMs, and they both come with a pair of medium lasers. But anyways, here's the Rain Man edition, and this is what I refer to as the Rain Man. This has 5 of the LRM 15s, and if you put the NARC in the right placement, it actually ends up on this high spot right here. And then, of course, it has 2 ER medium lasers to go with it. The nice thing about this build is it actually stays cool enough that you can do a couple of full volleys, full alpha strikes with the missiles without getting into really bad heat issues. It is a nice build, and it seems to work really, really well on the battlefield. You will have to get a little bit closer, within 750 meters approximately to do the NARC feature, but otherwise it works really well. On the other build, we have 6 ATM 6s, and I like that better than doing it any other way, and the reason is because of the cooldown. You're going to find that you're going to be double tapping that button to get those missiles out. I do not recommend doing alpha strikes with 6 ATM 6s. You can do it once, but I wouldn't do it again. It gets really hot really, really quickly. Some people actually go with the idea of shooting the arms left and right doing that, and that does work out rather well. And then using the ear mediums or whatever you're going to use as your backup weapons. I cannot stress this enough. This platform needs to have defensive weapons. So if you're going to put yourself into a situation where you have tag as one of your lasers, make sure your other one's like a heavy medium or a heavy large weapon. Because otherwise, you're going to be food for fodder on the battlefield, and you don't want to do that. Anyway, what do you think of these paint jobs, by the way? Yeah, and I say paint jobs because you're going to see 2 mechs that are pretty much the same as far as the coloring goes. I do this on purpose because when I do faction play, sometimes I'll just load both of them up as ATM builds or both of them as LRM builds. So that way I can go from one to the next without having to think about it, and I know exactly how it's going to run on the battlefield. So anyway, let me get you into the mech lab so we can check this out. So as you can see, this is not your typical. I have 4 double heat sinks. I have 10 tons of ammo. I have a half ton of ammo for the NARC. And then here's the NARC. And now, if you put the NARC in this placement specifically, it ends up putting the NARC on top. If you change this, and say you take this guy out, and say you put this guy here, LRM 15, what's going to end up happening is it actually puts it in a lower spot, or it'll put it in the middle. You want this as high up as you possibly can get. It's going to make the difference, believe me. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a difference, but trust me, it really is. It's the difference between peeking up over the top of a hill, getting your NARC on target, and then running away, back into cover, and then just wailing on them. So I have 2 ER medium lasers. Now you can go 2 heavy medium lasers, but that means you're going to have to put a ton of ammo on the arms. And this is kind of a sacrifice. Actually, I was wrong about that. I do have an additional ton of ammo right here, so that's 11 tons of ammo. I also went with the Clan Active Probe on board. Now, with these 5 LRM 15s, you can do alpha strikes. There is a warning up here on the screen, and it's about the running so many weapons. So you're going to get a little bit of ghost heat here, but it's not that big of a deal, honestly. And if you can see, I have full armor except for in the legs right here. Just 1 point of armor missing in the legs, but otherwise very, very well. As wide as this mech is, it actually has pretty decent hitboxes. And as long as you don't take a direct round to the torso, you should be pretty good. Now, both these mechs are identical, so we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the meat and potatoes of these. So the heat management on this build is 1.35, which is really good. Now, if you strip out some of this, these double heat sinks, you are going to run into more issues with heat. So I recommend running the 4 double heat sinks. Firepower is given at 87. Speed is 64.8. And when we get down into the quirks features here, XP bonus of 2.5. By the way, the Nova Cat B is probably the only mech I never change any of the Omnipods. Excuse me. So we get an energy cooldown of -10, a range of +5, missile heat generation of -10, and then survival for center torso base armor, we're getting +20, left and right torso, +20, left and right arm, also +20. Target decay duration of +0.5. It helps a little bit, but honestly, it's not that big a deal. And I go right to the skills to make that a little bit better. So when we go to the skills, you can see this is basically what I would refer to as kind of a long-range missile skill tree. So we got maximum range, and we've got 6 points into heat, 1 into velocity. We have full missile features. That includes extra ammo, tighter spread, more chances of doing better damage. Survivability. Skeletal density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, all maxed out. 2 points in overheat damage because this will get hot over time. I ride an override all the time, so I have cool run and heat containment automatically selected. This is an LRM build, so I'm definitely running full target decay. Once your target goes into cover, you want to be able to hold that lock as long as possible so you can throw more missiles down range. That's one of the reasons this build is one of my highest scoring builds I've ever had of any mech I've had on the battlefield. I do more damage in this mech than any other build I've ever had. My top score on this one is 1444, and in a faction play match where I only had just this mech playing for more than half of the match, where I had infinite ammo, I did 2,518 damage. It's already uploaded, and you'll see the video link in the description. Sensor range. I wanted maximum sensor range and maximum radar deprivation. This is a target on the battlefield. People are going to be looking for you. They see those missiles streaming out. They're going to be looking for somebody to kill because you're going to be punishing their teammates. 2 cool shots in a UAV, and absolutely must have enhanced narc. It's going to hold the narc on there, and it's going to give it a little bit better velocity also in the fire. Now let's go back to the tree for just a moment. So the basics of it is, when you skill up everything in the range, you're going to end up with 1,080 meters here. You're not going to get much in this regard. You are going to get a little bit better range. So this gets us all the way out to 720 meters, which is a nice feature. And then we're also going to get an additional shot of ammo here. And then with each one of these ends up working out to 276 shots. And that's really nice. So when you got 11 tons of these, it's going to add up fast. Also, the range is going to help with these lasers since they do not have incredible range. So you're going to get 480 meters out of these. So that's also going to be a bonus. And then since you've got extra ammo laying around, you might as well put a clan active probe on here. If I could have a spot in the head, I would absolutely have the advanced sensor package. Wouldn't even think about it. So if they ever change that, PGI, if you're listening, this is what I want. I want to be able to put something here so I can get that advanced sensor package. That would be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So moving on. Let's take a look at the ATM Cat. So when you look at the ATM Cat, it's a pretty simple overall build. You have 6 ATM weapons, ATM 6s. You have 2 ear medium lasers here. You're going to notice that this mech does really well when you try this out on the battlefield. You do have to be careful with one thing. When you're chain firing these, they're kind of slow, it feels like. So what I like to do is I like to double tap the buttons a few times, and that way you can get them out. Sometimes you can get 2 of them out at a time. So if you want to try that where you put the left side on button 1 and the right side on button 2, and then just do strikes with those. What I do whenever I do that is I actually chain fire each side, so that if I push buttons 1 and 2, it's going to fire 2 at a time, and it's going to go 2, 2, 2. And that way you're getting them way down range really fast. It seems to work. And then you put your other weapons on secondary. I don't recommend putting NARC with ATMs, and the reason is because ATM weapons have really terrible indirect fire. They don't go up and over targets incredibly well. They have a little bit of indirect fire, but they don't do it very well. So if it was like, who does the best in indirect fire, I would say Intersphere does it the best, and then LRM Clan does it secondary, and then the absolute worst would be ATM. Even Thunderbolts go better with indirect fire. So with this build here, we do have a true 10 tons of ammo. And once again, we're running 4 double heat sinks with 2 ER medium lasers and 6 ATM 6s. And also, once again, we have the Clan Active probe. Now, the heat management on this one is identical. But you're actually going to find that the ATM weapons feel a little bit cooler on the battlefield. They don't seem to get nearly as hot. This build never gets as hot as my LRM counterpart does. So this says it has a firepower of 84, a speed of 64.8, and a heat management of 1.32. And we've already gone through the skills tree, so you're going to know exactly what that's all about. Now let's talk about that theoretical damage. The ATM weapons for their damage rating is based on 12, and it's based on their maximum range, but it's not the actual damage that they do. In close quarters between 60 meters and in this case 280 meters, these will actually do 15 damage. And then I think it's like 13 damage and then 12 damage. 13.5 damage is the medium number. So in close quarters battles between 60 meters and 80 meters, each one of these does 15 damage. So that adds up to 90 damage alone just with the ATMs. Then when you factor in, you've got these weapons here that are doing 6 damage each. Remember when they used to do 6.5? That was so nice. Anyway, they do 6 damage each. That's 12 on top of that. So you actually have an alpha strike of 102. And that is quite nice, considering that you have a heat management of 1.32. So now, once again, I wouldn't recommend doing an alpha strike with all 8 of these weapons. That's going to get you into a heat issue that you don't want to deal with. You're going to probably shut down. Have I done it? Yeah. I don't recommend it, though. Now, the skill tree on this one is a little bit different. We don't have NARC on this in this case here. And we're also not running target decay. But where we are taking advantage of this is going all the way back over here. We have a little bit better heat management on this because we don't have to deal with that. And then I also have full velocity versus the 1 point that I had before. And what's that really going to do for you? It's pretty simple. What I like to do with ATM weapons is, my favorite thing, is I like to fire these dumb fired. I don't like to lock on a target because I love killing snipers with this thing because the range is significantly better on ATM weapons. Remember we had 1,080 meters before? Now we have 1,320 meters that you can reach out and touch somebody. And so when I'm dealing with somebody at a range, and I'm going to do sniper firing, I will definitely have this set up as button 1 and button 2 for these, and then I'll alpha strike 3 of them and then fire the other 3 secondary. Because you're not going to get a lot of really bad ghost heat if you're firing only 3 of these at once. But if you fire all 6 of these at once, you're going to run into some issues. So when I'm doing sniper firing, stuff like that, on like say Forest Colony, Polar Highlands. My favorite map to do it on is HPG Manifold and also Alpine. Alpine is my hands down favorite map. I will fire these in groups like that. And if I can get away with it, if it's cool enough and I'm not firing my ER mediums, and chances are if I'm firing at range, I'm not dealing with my ER mediums at all. I might even consider doing an alpha strike here and there, firing all 6 of these weapons. And the benefit of that is if you can reach all the way out to 1,300 meters and tap somebody on the shoulder that thought they were invincible, they were in a good hiding spot, and you got a really good bead on them, you're not going to get a target lock on them. And even if I do get a target lock on them, I like to unlock the lock. And the reason is because wherever you're originally aiming on the body, when you originally fired them and you turn off the target lock, it's going to remember where you originally were aiming at. So I've stripped legs off of mechs at range who thought that they weren't being targeted, and since I wasn't getting a target lock on them, they weren't getting a ping. And that's where the real benefit of ATM weapons comes in. So now the howl is starting to make a little bit more sense, right? If you put 4 ATM 6s on there, or in my case, I typically run 2 ATM 9s and 2 ATM 6s on that, you can really take advantage of stripping components off. I'm not talking about stripping armor anymore. I'm talking about stripping components. And that's what I really like most about the ATM weapons. To me, ATMs, all they really are is a guided LBX that has better spread characteristics. Because LBXs, the further you get out, the more they spread. Anyway, that's covers these two builds, and I hope you like the two matches coming up. I got one for each one of these builds, one for the ATM, and the other one for the LRMs. In Override, we trust. Hey, Barbet. Newbies.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Sorry, we sucked up 200 or 180 tons of short-range brawler. So, so sorry.
Your voice is like ecstasy.
Affirmative.
Oh, promise.
Okay, alright. How many people do I have to mute?
I know, right?
Just talk up. Just
Mute.
let's get it over with.
Silence, Barbet. I'm trying to bathe myself in the succulent sound of Newbie's voice.
This is the only way he can hit on men. He needs this.
Perfect, thank you guys.
Shut up. Newbies, tell me about yourself. Oh.
I don't have a mic, so I didn't just say
override
override
or
check.
whatever his name is. He just
I
starts
don't
talking
even
all
know.
kinds of weird shit.
That's fine. I got them both muted. It's fine. Lead us.
Headphone does the same kind of thing.
It's like they're in a little team. They're color matching. That's cute. Target spotted. I like it, high proof. Now let's all go die in dignity, I suppose.
I'm just happy that Conquest is out.
Yeah, that's
Target
fair. That
acquired.
would make this so much worse.
Well, here they come. A bunch of them are coming up the Gulf line, it looks like. Yeah, we got a Raven. Jesus, what is that? Fox 7? Yeah, the 7 line. Or no, the
Damn, they way up there then.
yeah, the Fox line is really hot. Yeah, about 1,700 meters away, I've got a guys on that hill over there.
New target acquired.
They're all looks like they're on the G9 hill, so be careful of getting sniped.
Target acquired.
Got a guy at Gulf 7 or Gulf 8.
Bravo. We're
New
gonna kill
target
Bravo.
acquired.
Delta's an urban mech.
Heat level critical. Override engaged. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
We got somebody coming in from H7. Stone Rhino, look to your right.
You guys are getting knocked.
New
I'll be
target
pushing.
acquired.
We got two over there now. One's far.
Target
On the other hillside.
destroyed.
Charlie. Tilly's dead. His sister. There we go. Bravo.
Target acquired.
It looks like we have a Hellspawn down here near Gulf
Target
7.
destroyed.
G7, G6. It's coming around on us.
Gamma. I went the wrong way. I think that's one the other way.
Target
fine.
acquired.
Indigo is Narc. And
There's two down there. There's another one down there with the Alpine.
Keep pushing. We're great. Oh shoot, I blew myself up.
I thought for sure I had the Narc on that guy.
I
Yeah,
did not get the
Narc
Argus
down.
Wolf.
Target acquired.
Trying to get to Echo. I ran on Echo.
How do I get like one shot instead of torso?
Keep
with an
Echo,
Uzi?
Echo.
Echo's left torso is open.
Echo till he's dead.
Target destroyed.
Paperweight.
Good. Next,
New target acquired.
Box.
Foxtrot until he's dead.
He is literally right above me.
I know, I'm watching it.
Target destroyed.
Good kill. Where's the last two? Up the
here.
hill, yep, up the hill.
Target
Big fatty, what is
acquired.
it? You passed the path here, he used to be. Still he's dead. And then there's a little guy right beside him too. I might smack him up a little bit.
Mate, thinking it back there with dual heavy course, or you're in a warthog, it's pretty brave, mate.
You guys got this.
Target destroyed.
Nice work.
Always fun playing with PRS.
Thank you. This was not a bad match.
None of us wanted to be here, brawling.
See y'all in the next one. In O'Brien we trust.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe
Override
away all
engaged.
hostiles. Show no mercy.
I'm going upstairs. It's been my experience that if you control upstairs on this map, you have a better chance of controlling the match.
Thanks.
So far, I don't see anything in the trolley line. They don't have hardly
Target
anybody
spotted.
upstairs.
Target acquired.
Oh, there we go.
Target spotted.
Critical.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target
Target
spotted.
acquired.
Target spotted.
Yeah, they just have two guys in the very back. Charlie 5, it looks like.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
If you can get rid of that guy at Delta 5 upstairs, that'd be great. You guys come up that ramp back there?
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Warlord coming up the
spotted.
ramp.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Affirmative.
New target acquired.
Charlie's got free Wi-Fi. Charlie's beat up.
New target acquired. New target acquired. UAV activated. New target acquired. New
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Echoes one
The
shot.
enemy has started to chip away at us. Stay frosty. Enemy forces at 75%.
Target destroyed. New target
Need
acquired.
assistance.
Atlas all the way back and Jesus, Bravo 2. And that's weird.
Looks like only half of the enemies
New
remain.
target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. Missile.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Nice kill.
Target spotted.
Target
Hostiles
acquired.
are remaining. Crush the cowards.
New target acquired. Target.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Target spotted.
Last guy is near Delta 3 downstairs, Delta 2.
Target spotted.
Oh, he's underneath Delta 2. Oh, he's done. Wow, 22%.
The hostiles aren't eradicated. Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Oh, thank you for killing that guy. I always have to mute him.